Hey you guys, Dangerous Thing here. Welcome back to another episode of your also favorite Boom Beach. And this is the video from last night that I recorded. And last night we were 22 hours away from a brand new Dr. T Mega Crab update. Now half of the world has already gotten their update and we are here in the United States still waiting for it. So wherever you are, my understanding is that it's going to drop in your local time zone and ours is going to be at like 6 p.m. approximately on the East Coast time, Eastern time zone. But let's take a look at last night's Dr. T and check out how I tackled all stages that I was able to get through. So as always, I'm gonna fast forward a few beginner stages because we know that they're super easy. But also I've been alternating my troops this time. This isn't just your regular, smoky Zuka, smoky hookah attack. I am trying out new things here and trying to keep you guys entertained. And just like that, I almost lost my Scorcher right before the HQ went down, and I'm happy that I didn't. So now we're through 4 stages of Dr. T. Let's go ahead and jump in and check out what stage 5 has in store. So come on now, hurry up, Dr. T, we ain't got no time to waste. Okay, so Dr. T stage 5, all right, a lot is going on here, not gonna lie. There are a bunch of rocket launchers, bunch of shock launchers, there are boom cannon right by the shore, so that's gonna be a little bit challenging for me to drop my my medics and Scorchers and tanks down there because I have to spend some GBE on either shocking the boom cannon and cannon cluster or trying to take it out. And then of course we have a bunch of rocket launchers that aren't super advanced, but of course they're boosted and the health is kind of off the hook. So what I did there, I retrained my troops to heavies and Zukas, and basically I decided to go all the way to the right so that I can avoid a few of the defenses that were unnecessary to take out. As you saw, the left flank is much less busier than the right flank of the base, so I decided why not, I'm just gonna go where it's most convenient. So we're just zipping and zapping through stage 5 right above the HQ. And we should be able to take the shock launcher down before it zaps all my troops. Let's go ahead and keep our fingers crossed. And now that the shock launcher is down, let's go ahead and flare our troops up above the remaining defenses that are literally, just there, and I don't have to face them because I can flare my troops up and get them closer and closer to HQ. Now we're within the reach of the second shock launcher that's on the base. So my goal here is to flare my troops as far to the HQ into that, allowed line of the Dr. T base as possible so that my troops are not getting hit up by the shock launcher. Zukas can only send so many shock launchers, zapping them because they don't have all that many health points. So of course, let's go ahead and reflare them one more time. And yes, a few of my Zukas are still being hit up by the shock launcher, and that's quite okay because we're able to get down and dirty and take down Dr. T stage 5. We did lose a bunch of troops, not low on casualties this time, but that's quite all right. Let's take a look at how many troops I lost here. Okay, I got 12 heavies and 34 Zukas down. Let's go back and let's reinforce our troops and let's take a look at what Dr. T stage 6 has in store for me. So stage 6 is kind of a center stage, and I think my thought process here is that I actually don't want to train Zukas and heavies. I'm gonna go in and do all warriors, you guys. Your favorite. So all warriors are trained up now. Let's jump in and let's have them go to the left of the flank again, similar to stage 5, even though the location of the HQ is kind of more towards the middle. The shape of the base is kind of like a heart shape. I'm gonna go ahead and shock the shock launcher. I know what you're thinking, shock their shock launcher, and then collect all my heavies, all my warriors. I'm so used to using heavies that I'm like, collect all my heavies. I'm gonna collect all my warriors and get them close to the rocket launcher. I'm gonna flare them there and wait till they all get together. And then we are gonna heal them up because a few of them got quite chopped up. I have 58 GBE left, so that should be plenty to get them to the HQ and get them smoke screened, and then get them healed up in order for me to be able to get the HQ down. So now I have 18 GBE left. It's just enough for one shock bomb. So I'm gonna shock the cluster nearest to the HQ, and hopefully I will be able to get down and dirty and get this HQ down. So let's take a peek. And the flamethrower is just absolutely brutal. The shock screen runs out, the shock bomb is over, and my troops are getting annihilated by Dr. T's defenses, you guys. Just like that, all of my warriors get taken out. Now, that is a really sad day in my book. I really tried. I thought I had it, but no, I lost all my warriors. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my sadness with my team, and then I'm gonna take a quick look and see maybe I can change up my strategy and get the Dr. T down with a different combination of troops. So let's go ahead and retrain our troops, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a combo of tanks and medics, and maybe I will throw in a Scorcher. So of course I'm gonna wait until these train up because they're super expensive to insta-finish, and I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, you guys, so my tanks and medics and Scorcher are all trained up, and I'm ready to go in, ready to jump in. I boosted my GBE statue because you know that those boys are really expensive in terms of GBE to drop on the shore. So first and foremost, let's talk where I'm going to flare my troops. As soon as I deploy them, I'm going to flare them to the left-hand side corner of the left flank of the base. And then hopefully I will be able to get out of the way of the shock launcher fast enough so that my boys can avoid, and of course I get hit up by the shock launcher immediately as soon as deploying my tanks. Luckily, I have medics to patch them up, but that is still not great news because I'm getting a kind of a separation in the queue of my troops, and that's not that great. So I actually spent a shock screen to heal up or cover up a few of my medics because I need to keep medics. Medics usually get dragged in under, Scorchers and all of the defenses because they try to run after Scorchers as they going first ahead of the tanks. In this particular situation, luckily I got to keep I have two medics remaining, and the Scorcher is blazing the path to the HQ. The Scorcher is soon going to get zapped because the health is definitely dropping like a temperature in the winter in Alaska. So I'm gonna go ahead and reflare them and cover them up with smoke screens and get all of my troops arranged by the rocket launcher on the very corner of the left flank of the base. And I'm gonna use my GBE because I feel like I have to. I need to heal up a few of my tanks and medics, of course, and I have my Scorcher is still up and running, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to stand up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the critter box so that it can distract the heat from the rocket launcher and close by defenses. So that helped me to keep my Scorcher around for a little bit longer, but as you can see, it actually just got zapped up and it exploded. So now all I have is 2 medics and the remaining tanks. Let's do the math. I have 4, 6, I have 8 tanks available. So let's see whether or not with a minute 50 seconds left in the game, I will be able to take down Dr. T stage 6. Because, you guys, the shock launcher is right there, and as it's going to keep working on the 2 tanks that are closest to it, the rocket launcher is also working on the remaining tanks that aren't being zapped up by the shock launcher. So I don't know whether or not this is a good strategy. Should I, if I should have gone ahead and retreated, but I'm going to stick it out and hopefully I'm watching the HQ's health drain. I think I got this, and let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that my remaining tanks with no medics remaining will be able to finish this job. And looks like we're in A-OK shape. 1 minute left and the HQ goes down just like Come on, go down, do it. Okay, perfect. Dr. T stage 6. This was great. This was definitely great. My first attempt of Warriors wasn't so wonderful, but you know what? If I don't practice, I'll never get better. So I figure I'll show you guys my my one failed attempt. So I lost 5 tanks, 4 medics, and of course a Scorcher, which was really expensive, but at least I got to get through Dr. T stage 6. So this was really fun, you guys. Let's take a look at what stage 7 has in store. I have never been able to beat stage 7, so I don't know that it's going to be any different today. Usually I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm not even going to try it because it's so intimidating. So let's take a quick peek, and of course, let's reload our troops. Let's see. Wow, that is a lot. So the location of the HQ is kind of similar to stage 5 and 6, but look at all of the defenses around it. I don't even know where to start with it. So, I mean, you know, I probably could try it again one more time and do the same combo, but I think I am not going to. I think I'm just going to leave it here, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. DT is out.